Okay, let's get to it. I was about to click X on that bit. Motherfucker. We ain't gonna get past that no cussing until after the 1:30, bro. We ain't gonna do it. It's tough, bro. It's tough. That's part of my vocabulary, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like, as per usual. Feel me? 5 dirty cops getting brutal karma in courtroom. Court analysis. Call me what you want me to react to, bro. It's hard finding these fucking videos. Well, it's kind of hard, bro. Like, someone be mad boring, bro. There's like 2 I have recorded that I might post, might not, because I don't know if it like they whack or not, bro. On God, I can't tell. This is why I need your assistance, my fellow viewers, my fellow men or women or men, whatever. This show right here, fire, bro. All right, leave it like if you would like. I don't know if I did that shit right, but it's all good, bro. Let's get to it. I'm also probably gonna watch a basketball video, bro. Just like I'm not like a huge basketball fan, but I know I like that shit better than football, so we might fucking watch some basketball.
Suspects to
Perez striking Crudup and slamming him to the ground.
to beating patients.
Oh damn, that was a crazy raid.
Get down.
These 5 officers once swore to uphold the law, but the only thing they'll be holding is orange jumpsuits. Disclaimer. Number 1, Giovanni Crespo. Crespo
Y'all
faces
can see
6
my
charges,
beautiful
including
face a
aggravated
little clearer
manslaughter and official misconduct. On the night of January 28th, 2019, Gregory Griffin was pulled over for speeding. The officer reportedly told him to turn off the engine during the stop, but he didn't comply.
Sir, turn off the vehicle.
For what?
Turn off the vehicle, sir.
I know what I'm saying, bro. We seen videos where the white women don't gotta do all that, bro. Low key, bro. This lighting.
Turn it off.
Right there, yeah. What the fuck? Nah, they're bugging.
Turn
her,
off the
bro.
car and roll down the window.
At least tell him what he's being pulled
Open the
over
door.
for.
Then she noticed a gun near the driver and immediately ordered him to put his hands up.
Let me see your hands. Hands. Hands on
Again,
the
bro.
wheel.
Okay, I kind of understand why
Let me
she's
see your hands.
tripping out, because he could just
Let me see your
boom.
hands.
What's up? But he didn't even tell her why he's getting pulled
Instead,
over.
Griffin put his foot on the pedal and hightailed it out of there.
Okay. Alright, bro. I just sat here and fucking defended your bitch ass. Just sat here and defended you. And you're just gonna fucking, like, be the criminal that they think you are?
Advise, the vehicle took off. Thomas in Pennsylvania.
So far, what I've seen, bro, this might be a justified ass beating, bro.
2017.
I ain't gonna lie.
Chrysler 300, color black.
The officer radioed for backup as she followed after him. One of the officers who joined the frenzied high-speed chase was Giovanni Crespo and his partner. When the patrol car pulled close side by side with the fleeing car, Crespo jumped out of the car, brought out his gun, and fired.
Damn, no questions asked, bro. It's crazy. I feel like they should, like, when they say shots fired, they should have like a code to say either the cop shot or the fucking criminal shot, because shots fired
Not at the
and it's the
car's
cops,
tires, but
they're gonna be like,
directly
oh
into the
shit,
car at
that
the
other
men.
motherfucker has a
He
gun.
missed, but not for long. He hopped back into the car and they continued the
And-
chase.
Shots fired on that
Boy, that was running was done just because the cops were specific type shit.
He repeatedly urged his partner to drive faster.
Oh, come on.
At one point, his partner even told him to relax. It must have been the opposite day because Crespo pulled that stunt again.
Damn, that boy was trigger happy, bro.
The third time the car came to a stop,
Is this guy the rookie? Cause don't they got the
Crespo
rookies in the
raced to the
passenger
car.
seat just so they can know like what's up on the beat?
he barely ordered them to stop the car before he shot through the passenger side.
Stop the car.
Bro, you leaving out the best clips,
Get
bro.
down. Get out the car.
Hitting both men in the head, killing Griffin, and severely injuring his passenger, Andrew Dixon.
Fuck you mean
Men
get
in
down
the
now, you
head,
just
killing
disrespecting the
Griffin
course,
and
motherfucker.
injuring his passenger, Andrew Dixon.
He didn't even give him a chance to like fucking move. Okay, I understand you stand in front of the car and they start moving, blah, blah, blah. But you on the side say, get out. They didn't listen right
Later,
away.
as more
Blah, blah, blah.
officers
It's
arrived,
crazy.
Press kept telling everyone what he'd just done over and over and over.
I shot him in the head. Get the gun. I shot both of them. I shot both. Yeah. You good? Yeah. I shot both of them here. Okay, right here.
After
Bro's
reviewing
proud
the
of that
footage,
shit, huh?
the department determined that Crespo had used excessive force. He was immediately suspended from the department and arrested. During the trial, Crespo's defense attorney argued that Crespo was a superhero.
This law enforcement officer saved lives that night.
Chill out, bro. To get that fucking emotional over that shit, some bullshit. I like this girl's hair. I can't really tell how she
But
looks
the
like, but she look kind of
prosecution
fine.
saw the evidence differently, mainly because Crespo's story had changed.
Defendant shot Gregory Griffin
Also,
in
like,
the back of the head,
he gave like
severing his
quick
brain
orders,
stem and killing
and he
him.
gave him like a second to
and
respond.
shooting his friend
And off
Andrew
rip, he just
Dixon in the face, causing
let that shit
serious
sing,
bodily
bro.
injury.
After 6 days of deliberation, the jury came back with a verdict. Crespo was found guilty on all counts. Several of Crespo's family members broke into tears. Their sobs and screams filled the courtroom. One woman began screaming in Spanish as she rushed out of the courtroom.
That's tough.
He's facing up to 30 years for his stupid actions in January.
Okay,
Speaking
they're
of
dragging
stupid
it though,
actions,
bro.
you
I
won't
feel
believe
like
what this officer did to a
suspension type
patient
shit, like,
just
people have
because he
done
called him bro. But before that, number 2, Jordi Yanes Martel. Take a good look at this face,
like,
because this is the last
he was
person
trying to
you
uphold
want to
the law
see in
with
your
that one, and they
nightmares.
did run
Jordi
away,
Martel
and they had a
faces
gun.
4 battery charges and 1 trespassing charge. In January 2020, Martel, an officer with the Miami Gardens Police Department, filed an arrest report alleging that while he was working off-duty security at Tootsie's Cabaret, he had tased a drunk woman who refused to sit on the curb and was punching and kicking at officers. Then, months later, a video leaked, and authorities realized everything they knew about that arrest was a lie.
We are all here today to correct what we all see as an injustice that we are alleging is actually a crime.
It all started when 32-year-old Sofia Sacho was kicked out of Tootsie's Cabaret for throwing money at a waitress. She was trying to leave when Martel approached her. The club owner had told him to tell her to never...
The waitress might have been like mouthing off, and I mean it's money, bro. It's like she might have been mouthing off, and she's like, "Fuck, I want to get out of here, bro. Let me pay for this bill so they don't talk shit." Boom, take this money, bitch. Got the fuck out of there.
Turn, but Martel had other ideas.
I understand why you feel disrespected,
Trespass from the location.
but
Okay. Need to follow
and
me
she
to
just
my car,
left.
please?
He told her she was trespassing and ordered her to step out of the car. When Satchel refused, he reached into the car, opened the door, and dragged her out and threw her on the ground.
Oh, reach in my car? Is you crazy? You can't reach in my car.
Nah, yeah, he's bugging.
Like, no, what is he doing? I'm like, come on, don't be.
Cause first of all, she's trespassing. All you gotta do, get the fuck out of here, or we will arrest you. It was a warning. Now they're dragging it again, bro.
What's wrong with
While kneeling on Satchel's neck, Martel got out his stun gun and hit her twice in the stomach.
Why is you kneeling on her neck, though? That's weird. Why is I kneeling on her neck?
Okay, now they're... What the fuck? Bro, you already got her on the fucking...
The video was a third strike against Martel, who was
'Cause you already
already on
got
thin
her.
ice after being seen in another video using excessive force. Barely 2 years after the Miami Gardens Police Department had hired him, Martel was fired and
But yet you let him run back to another police station, bro. Like, bro, he has her
of his own.
police
The trial began with the prosecution painting a
restrained,
graphic
and he
picture
still
of
decided to
Martel's
fucking take her
actions
in the
that
stomach
night.
twice.
Defendant, that man at that table, while holding one of her arms with his hand, puts his knee on her neck while she's on her back, and her stomach is only covered by this thin
Preach.
tissue material, but his actions do not stop there.
And pointing out the lies he used
Yes,
in
Lord.
covering up the arrest report.
And just misrepresented other facts that are also necessary.
Money.
The defense
Money.
fired back that Martel's knee was not on her neck and tried to blame Satchel for not cooperating.
Bro, nah. Get your ass over here, Squirtle. We could clearly see her fucking head popping out, bro. Like, her head's right here, his fucking neck is like that. Like, let me see, like, right here. Like, bro, we clearly see that motherfucker like this. like full force type shit on her shit, motherfucker banging it out type shit. They can't cover that up, bro.
You are not going to see any clear indication that neck or that knee is actually on the neck. In fact,
Bro.
you're going to hear contrary evidence to that.
Pull up
In
the video,
end,
dog.
Martel was found not guilty of the felony charges, but guilty of battery and trespassing. Before the sentence was handed down, Satchel finally faced the officer who'd attacked her.
From his knee choking the life out of me, fabricating reports, and lying on me, to being tased multiple times in the abdomen while being pregnant, I want him to suffer as much as he intended for me to suffer that night.
Martel also spoke in court, but the
That was a hit, bro. Low key, bro. Someone put a hit on that baby, bro. Because he had to restrain. Someone put a hit on that baby. That's why he tased that stomach twice, bro. He was trying to do a fucking,
was not
you know,
convinced.
trying to get rid of that shit.
Responsibility for my actions and for what happened that night. It did not only affect Miss Satchel, it affected me as well.
Martel was sentenced to 30 days in jail,
affect
and
you
he has
shit.
to spend a minimum of 100 hours speaking at the police academy about what not to do when serving as a police officer.
That's light. That's light, bro. That's light. He deserves 1 year in prison, bro. At least.
You might
At
think that a
least,
little
bro.
drinking can make anyone, including an officer, lose it.
Maybe
But
2.
our next officer
Maybe
was
3, bro.
right in a hospital,
3
so
years.
what's
Fuck
his
it.
excuse? Number 3, John Romer. Hitting a patient because he called you bro might sound crazy, but crazy is John Romer's middle name. He was charged with official oppression and making a false report to a peace officer. On November 5th,
That boy looks like he
2016,
beats sweat,
20-year-old
I'm not gonna lie.
Henry Newson was discharged from Texas Harris Methodist Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas. While in the lobby, he borrowed a cell phone to call his mother to pick him up. Suddenly, the guards accosted him, asking him why he was in the hospital.
Where's his home at? Okay. You know where at in Fort Worth?
This boy worried about his phone. Oh, what the fuck?
Newman explained he was calling a parent to pick him up, but his answers didn't satisfy them, so they continued to hound him for answers.
So your son's coming to pick you up here? Alright, well I'm asking you a question. Okay, well I'm asking you a question.
If you see me on the phone, I just got off the phone. My dad.
This boy's like, fuck my phone.
Okay, so do they know what hospital this is?
Yes, they do.
What?
My mom knows.
What hospital is this?
I told her.
What is it?
I don't have to repeat myself. It's strictly.
You never told me.
But my mom, I told her. With my freedom of speech, I told my mother where I was.
One of the guards was John Romer, a police officer working an off-duty security job at the hospital. He immediately ordered Newson to shut up and pushed him toward the exit.
Here you go. Go. Let's go. Here you go. What do you mean?
What the fuck?
Hannah.
Why is he like, I'm just trying to be not like, motherfucker? That black dude's in the
Newsom
right. He
protested,
ain't doing jack
shouting,
shit.
"Don't touch me, bro." That 3-letter word switched a button in Romer's brain.
What the
Get down.
fuck?
Get down. Get down.
Also, the guy that has the fucking camera rolling, bro, they need to learn how to fuck, like, grow up here, bro. He didn't do jack shit. All he said, fucking call him bro.
Hey, just get down.
He immediately punched Newson in the head, kicked him, and placed him in a headlock, and pulled him to the ground.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, I heard somebody recording this thing. You told me nothing for no reason, bro.
Two other officers joined the fray, piling on
they
Newson,
still
punching him
punching
and
him, bro.
kicking him before
For
cuffing
what?
him and wiping their bloodied hands on Newson's shirt. It was after this assault that Romer told Newson that he was arresting him for criminal trespass and resisting arrest, charges that shocked Newson.
I'm fixing to put another charge on you.
I don't have any charges. Let him do
You're
it.
under arrest for resisting.
I did not resist from you. You punched me in my
Did you
face.
tighten this?
He did not resist, bro. He didn't even get the chance, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was an MMA takedown, bro. He snuck him. Boom, you get on the ground. And then they proceeded to jump his ass.
No, bro. I was talking to this man, bro. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Wait, let me call my father, dog.
We're gonna get you
somewhere.
Nah, man. I didn't even do nothing. I'm talking to him.
Then they took him out in handcuffs as he continued to protest his innocence.
Nah, bro.
Which he is fucking innocent.
Tower ground floor. I got one in this week.
No, man. We're not doing it. I'm gonna call my mother. Tell her to pick me up.
Even though he was already in cuffs, Romer continued to assault Newson.
What the fuck? Nah, bro. Give this boy fucking 10, 15 years, bro. If they get him on fuck some petty shit like the last motherfucker, that's gonna be some bullshit.
What are you doing? Can you tell him to get back? Just sit down. Sit down. Hey, son, I swear to God, this is
Get this boy out of here.
This is about to go viral, Steve.
Newsom was taken to jail that night. When Romer appeared before a grand jury later that year, he
Get the fuck
swore
out
that
that suit, you
Newsom had
fucking piece of trash. What the fuck? What the fuck?
him first, so he retaliated. He thought he'd gotten away with
That
it
boy's
since
daddy
he
was, like,
worked
into
16 years on
slavery
the
or some
force
shit,
and had
bro.
gotten away with much worse. Let's rewind to February 2011. Romer shot a disabled father of 3, Sharrell Thomas, 12 times while the kids watched from the back seat. There was a public outcry, but Romer was given qualified immunity.
A disabled father of 3. That's crazy. Disabled already is crazy. What the fuck is he finna do to you, dog?
Even then, the police chief defended his actions.
It's easy to stand on the outside of police work and point a finger of either racism or something inappropriate from the police officer's perspective. We have the hardest job in the nation. And when we make decisions that have that level of seriousness, we will be criticized.
There's a little pattern
by,
going on in
many,
his
many areas of our
misconduct, you know?
But this time,
Little
Romer
pattern
would
type
not
shit.
get away so easily. After a look into the arrest, the charges against Newsom were dismissed, and Romer found himself on the hot seat facing charges of his own. His defense tried to claim that Romer was right to punch Newsom because he was disrespectful, but the prosecution had the right evidence against him.
He lied about whether or not he had told Henry Newsom that he was under arrest. So we have it right there on the camera. You have the audio running, you'll have the video running.
The video recording of the incident. The jury also heard from the county prosecutor who threw out the case against Newsom.
The amount of force used.
He's patting on the head like he's a fucking dog too. He's like what the fuck is up with this dude, bro?
This young man was still inappropriate. A jury was not going to be receptive to that. I was like, I didn't like it when I first. It took me one time to view that to not like it.
Romer was found guilty of all charges, and a judge sentenced him to 5 years behind bars.
That's
Mistaken
justice, bro.
identity
That's
is
fucking
one thing,
justice.
but what happens when an officer viciously attacks a suspect just because he got mad? We're talking about Officer Kevin Perez. He was charged with felony battery. It started like a joke.
Come on,
in
bro.
the
You
early
making
hours
us
of
look
July
bad, bro. You making the community look bad.
26, 2021, 26-year-old Dalonta Crudup was
Minorities
enjoying the
in
last
in
days of his
fucking
vacation at Miami
shit like
Beach.
this, bro, they gotta
That day,
represent,
he
bro.
rode a rented
Don't make us
scooter to
look
see
bad.
his friends. As he tried to park, he fell over. Some officers milling around laughed along with his friends at the spectacle. Then Crudup gave the officers the middle finger and zoomed off, running over one officer's foot. The other officers tried to get him to stop, but Crudup refused. A high-speed chase began. Once Crudup got to the hotel, he ran into an elevator, but a lieutenant rushed into the lobby and stopped him at gunpoint. Crudup dropped to the ground and was cuffed.
crazy.
More officers poured in and started to dish out their brand of jungle justice, kicking Crudup, hitting him and slamming him to the ground. Crudup had to get sick of junk to the ground and was cuffed. More
Because he's
officers
already
poured in.
they're detained. He's good. 1v1. Alright. Respectable, bro. Respectable. Alright, one.
Started to
But
dish
everybody
out their
wanted a
brand
piece of this
jungle
motherfucker, bro.
justice, kicking Crudup, hitting him and slamming him to the ground. Crudup had to get 6 stitches after the vicious
dragging that
assault.
shit
Kevin
out,
Perez
bro.
was one of the 5 Miami Beach officers charged in the incident. He had kicked Crudup's head at least 3 times. The trial began with the prosecution painting a picture of a man intimidated by the police.
This defendant punches him in the back of the head, and that's on his body on camera. Comes up to him and punches him right in the back of the head.
But the defense saw it very differently. They saw Crudup as a mischievous person who made trouble wherever he went.
Dalonta Crudup was the bad guy, and Kevin Perez, a police officer, is the good guy.
They caught a lucky break when they learned he'd been arrested in Washington, D.C. and Kentucky after this incident. After deliberating for 2 hours and
The world ain't black and gray, bro. Like black and white, bro.
asking to view the
world
video
ain't black
clip
and white,
over
bro.
and over, the jury came back with a guilty verdict. Perez's disappointment was evident as he shook his head in shock. But this is not as bad as when one inmate lost an organ because he got severely beaten by a cop. This is Peter Dalio, and his knees are licensed to kill. Delio was charged with felony
My bad,
battery.
my computer keep doing that, bro. I got a hella tabs open, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying to work on my computer type shit, like do other shit with my computer. So if it does that, bro, my bad. As long as it don't fucking
With
crash
great
out.
bodily harm. On the night of August 12th, 2014, Robert Lease was taken into a police holding cell over a $60 debt. Little did he know that by the end of the night, he'd be missing an organ as well. It all started at the Underground Bar in downtown Orlando, Florida. Robert had ordered 12 shots of Jack Daniels and couldn't clear his tab. He offered to wash dishes to cover the tab, but the manager refused. I mean, even a bull in a china store would do less damage than this drunk. The manager called the police. Peter Delio, an officer with the Orlando Police Department, arrived on the scene and handcuffed Lease, but he did not go peacefully. At the station, his manners didn't improve. While still in restraints, Lease headbutted the glass on a door, breaking it. An angry Delio barged into the cell and struck Lease in the stomach with his knee.
He's already in cuffs and in a fucking cell. He broke the window, but is it coming out your pocket? No, bro. You gonna get that from the fucking government. That's why y'all be taking our fucking tax dollars type shit.
Immediately crumpled. Delio placed him on the floor and left him there. Lease shouted for help 35 times, but the officers ignored him, talking and laughing outside the cell. An hour and a half would pass before one officer walked in asking why he was causing such a racket. When Lease was taken to the hospital, the doctors found out he had a ruptured spleen and was bleeding internally. He was brought in the nick of time. A few minutes more and he would be dead. Both officers were fired from the department, and that was only the beginning for Delio. He was also charged with battery. Delio pleaded not guilty and took the stand, defending his actions that day. But the video clip was much more compelling to the jury, and he was found guilty. His elderly parents took the stand and cried as they begged for leniency.
Please do not let his stoic appearance lead you to believe that he is not deeply sorry.
He's not sorry he did it, bro. He's sorry they're making him put up with the consequences, bro.
He's not a cruel man. He's not an unjust man. He just was in the wrong place at the right time.
With the writing on the wall, Delio went from proclaiming his innocence to admitting he'd made a mistake.
I understand why the jury made the decision they did. It's clear to me why they did. I was wrong, and I caused your injury, sir. And I am deeply sorry.
Fuck out the ladder,
that I
bro.
did.
That's fucking crazy, bro. There was like 15 cops there, bro.
Through that.
The judge invariably sentenced him to 51 months in county jail, followed by probation. Then he would complete.
This one sounds valid. Alright, that's gonna be it, y'all. Peace, y'all. Have a nice night.